here we go, guys. Quick update. I'm gonna be building these kit boxes for a buddy of mine. He wanted some just kind of like the way I have mine designed, except with a little bit of a closed front. So I had a few guys ask me, how do I put the doors together? I won't be doing dials on this door. The dials are only going on the trap door. So I'll show you guys on the trap door how to do the dials, and it's pretty much the same concept when you build your kit box doors. All right, so here we go, guys. Real quick, had a few guys ask me, how do I put my dials together? So real simple. All you got to do is kind of measure out the gap that you want in between your dowels. So for this particular size dowel, it is exactly an inch apart. So giving it a ½ inch in between when you add the measurement of the dowel itself. Now, the reason why I went so short, or may I say why there's not much of a gap, is because you want to keep may I say, wild birds out of your cage. So the smaller the gap, the better, because nothing is going to be able to crawl in there or fly in there. Possibly could go through the bottom wire, but most of the time that's not going to happen. So yeah, all I did was measure the gaps in between. Did the same thing to the other one. All I did was measure out my first one, and then I put the one that's going to go with it, and then kind of put your dots where you're going to drill your hole in. And then what you want to do is put this one right on top, because if you measured wrong, and let's say you flip it this way, then it'll be kind of sitting sideways. So even if your cuts aren't perfect, if you put this one right on top, it'll still give you the illusion of it being straight. That's just one of my techniques. So I've already done the first one. I'll show you guys real quick. All right, so the width of my door is 8 inches. That's how much this piece measures. Now, because these measure 1.5 inches, you want to take away 3 inches. So you would have a 5-inch dowel to fit perfectly from here to here. Now what I do is I add 1 inch to the dowel, because what I do is I drill in a little bit over a ½ inch on both sides. So what that does, it gives you a little bit of play. So when everything sits down, you can still give it a little bit of play, and it'll line right up with your measurement. So whatever size your trap door is, measure the inside and then add 1 inch to that. And then with your dowel, whatever you're gonna drill out the hole with, your drill bit or whatever, what I do is I kind of put a marking on my drill bit, or sometimes I even paint it so I can see when it reaches the paint. That tells me I'm ½ inch into the piece of wood. So I hope that helps, guys. This is just doing the trap door. Same concept with the doors, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's put together. All right, so day 3, all I do is open the door, kind of whistle at them, shake your can, whatever the feed call is, because what you want to do is get them to jump out to that tray. Some guys do pull the tray further back so the birds will go back and forth, and which is a very good idea. It makes the birds jump out a little bit further. But pretty much day 3, they already understand that tray. They're gonna come eat on it. So what I'm gonna do is just let them play around. Pretty much I'm gonna let them do the back and forth thing and not feed them, because now what I want them to do is hang out, now that they know that it's cool to come outside. Like, we got this little black here already took a lap around the yard, which is a good sign. And then right back into the box. So those are the little things I want my birds to do, like at least the first 5 days of me training. So up until like day 5. I had a guy say he was a little bit confused of when I started. I started training the birds maybe 2 days after they were put in the box. And then it's been about 10 days since they've been in the kit box. I've been kind of busy in between, so this is day 3. They're barely used to jumping out, so normally by day 10 I would already almost have them flying, but I've been skipping a few days because, like I said, I've been kind of busy. So the birds already took a few laps. Every bird looked to have jumped out already. So when I see the birds do that, I just feed them a little bit. So now they get to eat a little bit, and that's what's gonna hold them to stay out a little bit longer. So as you guys can see, even when you have your young birds well fed, you really don't have to, you really don't lose control of your birds. As you guys can see, all these birds are pretty much under control, and they're eating as much as they want. So the 24-hour window gives you that good control still. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for day 3. Got a lot more reaction from all the birds. every bird pretty much took a lap around the yard and they all jumped out of the cage. As you guys can see, I give them the 22% pellets outside. And then once I see that they got enough ration of the 22 where they're almost full, that's when I let them eat it off the tray, put the tray inside the box, and then this is considered like a treat because they get to pick any grain that they want. So pretty much they're getting used to being fed after being outside for a little bit. And then that's one of the repetitions that I like to do with my birds. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you guys on day 4.